All right, let's just be honest for a second. How many times have you already picked up your phone today? And was it for something important, or was it, just because? We're going to dive into the science of our relationship with these little devices.
And it really all boils down to one major question for our time, right? Are we the ones calling the shots? Or do you ever get that creeping feeling that maybe, just maybe, this little glowing rectangle has more control over you than you have over it? I mean, you know the exact feeling I'm talking about. You just pick it up, you unlock it, start scrolling, and then it hits you. Wait, what did I even need to do? It's pure muscle memory. So what does this happen? Well, the answer isn't in the phone, it's in our brains. It all comes down to a powerful little chemical that's kind of running the show inside your head. Let's talk about dopamine. So the easiest way to think about dopamine is like your brain's own personal attaboy system. When you do something it likes, it releases a little bit of dopamine, which feels good. And that feeling teaches your brain, hey, whatever you just did, do it again.
And our phones, well, they are expert dopamine delivery machines. Every little ping from a notification, every time someone likes your photo, every new video that autoplays in your feed, each one is a tiny trigger that gives your brain a little hit of that feel-good chemical.
And this creates an incredibly powerful cycle, a feedback loop. The action, checking your phone, leads to the reward, a little shot of dopamine. That reward makes you crave the feeling, so you repeat the action. The more you do it, the more you strengthen that pathway in your brain, turning a choice into a hardwired habit.
Okay, so here's the thing. This dopamine loop is not an accident, not even a little bit. It is completely by design. It's the whole basis of the attention economy, where your focus is actually the product being sold. App developers have become masters at engineering features that are meant to exploit your brain chemistry and capture your attention.
We've all said it. We all know that just 5 more minutes somehow turns into 45 minutes of scrolling into the void. And that right there is your first big clue that something else is going on.
So, trap number 1, notifications. That little buzz, that little sound, it's designed specifically to interrupt you, to pull you out of the real world. It triggers your curiosity and that infamous fear of missing out, or FOMO. It's an incredibly powerful nudge to make you check your phone again.
And this illustrates the second trap perfectly. Think about a book. It has chapters, a clear ending. Your brain gets a natural, you can stop now, signal. But an app feed? It is deliberately designed with infinite scroll. There's always more. It never ends. And that keeps your brain hooked on the possibility that the next swipe will show you something amazing.
So what's the actual long-term cost of all this? Because this constant loop of triggers and rewards doesn't just eat up our time. It's actually changing the way our brains are wired to work.
Over time, your brain just gets used to this new environment of super short videos, instant updates, and immediate rewards. It adapts, and pretty soon it starts to expect and even crave that high level of constant stimulation.
And the consequence? Our attention spans start to shrink. You might find it feels almost painful to focus on a long project, or to really get lost in a book, or even to just sit quietly with your own thoughts without reaching for a distraction. Your brain is now conditioned for the quick hit, not for deep, sustained focus.
And these effects ripple out. They touch pretty much every part of our lives. Research shows that phone overuse can mess with our mental health, it can ruin our sleep, it can absolutely tank our productivity, and it can even put a real strain on our relationships with actual people. It is a very high price to pay. Now, I know this all sounds really bleak, but here's the good news, and it's really important. You are not powerless in this. It is absolutely possible to break the cycle and build a much healthier relationship with your devices. You can start with some simple but incredibly powerful steps. First, go into your settings and turn off every single notification that isn't essential. Just doing that is a game changer. Second, use the tools on your phone to set time limits for those apps that suck you in. It creates a finish line. Third, create physical distance. When you need to focus, put your phone in another room. Out of sight, out of mind really works. And finally, be intentional about taking breaks away from your screen to let your brain just reset.
And here is maybe the most crucial point of all. If you struggle with this, it is not a personal failure. It is not a lack of willpower. It's a completely normal human response to a technology that is expertly designed to grab you. The key is to understand that design, because once you see the machine, you can start making conscious choices about how you use it.
So ultimately, it really just comes down to this choice. A life where the device is in the driver's seat, pulling your attention wherever it wants, or a life where you are in control, using the phone as the tool it's supposed to be.
So, as you finish this and put your phone down, just take a second to decide, which one is it going to be? The choice really is yours.